Food, wine, friends in Fort Worth? I'm in for the Fort Worth Food and Wine Festival. Hello, I'm Roger Whitney with WWK Wealth Advisors. Have you ever wanted to get in early on something big? Here's your chance. In March, Fort Worth is hosting its first Food and Wine Festival, a Texas-sized event featuring local culinary talent. Recently, I had a chance to catch up with two gentlemen spearheading the event, Reata Restaurants' Mike Micallef and Russell Kirkpatrick.
The Fort Worth Food and Wine Festival is going to be a 4-day event starting March 27th, running through March 30th. And we're going to have several signature events along with other events throughout that weekend.
30th kicks off Thursday night, the 27th at Billy Bob's. That's going to have our Fort Worth only top dozen chefs. We're keeping this one as local as possible. Let's call it Salute to Fort Worth Chefs. So they're at the largest honky tonk in the world, and it's, you know, Lanny Lancart, Molly McCook, Blaine Staniford, Tim Love, John Bonnell. Friday, our signature event is over at the Worthington. It's going to be our grand tasting. We're looking at 40 chefs, hundreds of wines, to put a number on it. Really, you know, the biggest, what we're shooting for is the biggest tasting event that Fort Worth has ever had.
No, we do have one event at Bass Hall called Taste of the World, and that's where you're going to have basically a reserve tasting on wine, so, you know, the best wines in the country, tied with some exquisite food, but that's going to be a sit-down format, you know, 8 people to a table. But the neat thing about that is you're actually going to be sitting on the stage at Bass Hall, and the ballet and the opera are going to be going on around you during the different courses. So it's a way for us to reach out to some of those other things that make Fort Worth really special.
That night's going to be a little bit more low-key. We've got Burgers, Brews, and Blues, so we've got 13 burger joints, and Aaron and Fritz Raw have reached out and got 26 craft brewers. We're going to have some live music on the big stage, and that's going to be at Heart of the Ranch out there at Edwards Ranch. So that's more of your flip-flops and shorts, kind of really low-key, have fun kind of event.
Driving. We've got Meals on Wheels for Meals on Wheels. So, and that's a food truck event. So we're going to have 12 food trucks along with some chuck wagons because we're in Fort Worth, and the chuck wagon was the original food truck. And that event specifically is going to benefit Meals on Wheels.
We tried to price everything accordingly. You know, very $50 to $75 typically for each of those events. Some of them get a little higher, like the Bass Hall. But we do have a package for $300. It will pay for Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday, the drive-in. With that, we have a secret event for the package participants or purchasers only, museums and mimosas. And Saturday morning, we're going to be over at the Modern, and Dina Peterson's going to create some small bites, and we're going to have some champagne producers over there, kind of look through the museum district and have a little fun. And that's only available for those who buy that package.